And as we look at, the playbook, if you're going to take the one screenshot, we will share this information. But if you're going to take the screenshot, this is probably it. Really just consolidating what the playbook itself should look like. And this is all stuff we've gone over, but to just kind of like consolidate it in one place, identify the right partners. You don't need to boil the ocean, and you don't need to be friends with everyone in the partner sandbox. You can really get specific about the few that make sense, build out your playbook and how you want it to work with partners. And then you're going to be able to rinse and repeat it with more partners. You don't have to partner with 100 right off the bat. Find three or two or 10 or one, and really make sure they're the right people, that they've got that similar ICP, that they're willing to partner, uh, that they will take your meetings and they are willing to have a periodic check-in, that you have a unique value proposition. So people talk a lot about joint value propositions, and those are great. I am really focused on this idea of what's your unique value proposition? What can you plus this partner do that no one else can do? What makes your partnership different and valuable to the audience that you're going after? And make sure that your partnership benefits customers. I mean, it sounds basic, but if you're just partnering because they're nice people and they live in the same town as you, um, you may want to rethink how much you engage with them. It may be great for a happy hour. It may not be worth creating a whole playbook about.
It's worth noting now that Sienna and I are in the same town.
Well, that is true. We are in the same town, but we also happen to be following all of our own advice. And then
I just
go ahead.
I wanted to pull out one point here, which is, um, after having gone through this a bunch and reaching out a bunch, especially from smaller marketing teams and smaller companies, it's really important to understand if you are in front of the right stakeholder. There might be somebody that you're talking to who is extremely excited about the partnership and excited about working with your company, but they actually don't have resources or the decision-making power to decide whether or not that's going to move forward. And so getting your in is really important at first, but understanding exactly who it is that you need to be talking to at that company is something that you're going to want to make sure you do very early on as you're pursuing that partnership. And if you can't get access to that person, or you can't, they're not excited about it, then, that might be one that you put on the wayside until, something happens to change that circumstance. Another thing that I wanted to mention just overall is if when we're talking about this unique value proposition, your ability and willingness to amicably partner with, especially on like an even basis, other companies is actually a great branding play. I mean, in this world where people want to hear more from people rather than from companies, your actual ability as a company to partner with other companies and then have things like webinars where there are actually people having conversations, that really shows that you are open and not closed off, and you're going to be willing to at some point in the future potentially either partner with somebody who's excited about it, or build that integration that they're looking for, or just work within the vertical that you're in or the industry that you're in, rather than put your foot down and be really stringent about it. And it's great for your brand.
Absolutely. And we have about 1 minute left. We could do a whole webinar on my last point, but it's about reporting on success and identifying areas of opportunity. The way to ensure that you keep getting headcount, that you can protect the partnership headcount that you have, and that you get focus, is to be able to show results. So moving from feelings to facts, it feels like this is a good partnership. It feels like it's equal to, I can show you the numbers around what we've done, is going to be incredibly beneficial, especially now as partnership teams are under a bit of a strain to make sure they can retain it and maybe even grow their headcount. So the checklist you will get as part of follow-up, but these are really just tangible things that you can do as long as you just sit down and focus on what it is that you want to accomplish and who you want to accomplish it with.